Alright, guys. Alright, guys, I'm going to do a video. I know the debate's coming on soon, and I feel like I'm debating my trolls and my haters. Personally debating them, which I kind of am to an extent. Moving forward here, I feel like my trolls and my haters are being too critical and too picky. Um, you know, it's, I have it on me here. It's almost as if what's next is Wad's going to say, I have to make my own yeast from scratch. I can't buy a packet of yeast just to make my own sourdough bread. Is he going to expect me to make my own yeast? I don't know how to make yeast. I've never seen a yeast recipe. I mean, he's that picky. Like, if I literally made bread, he would say, well, you bought commercial yeast to make the bread. Now that's insane. But it wouldn't surprise me if he said that at this point. But so it's being way too overly critical and being ridiculous. It's just being ridiculous at this point. Silly and ridiculous. And I'm basically laughing it off pretty much and going to my my comments. Let me see here. Some of these I don't understand, but I'm gonna go over some of these things here that stuff I've been getting, like comments I've been getting, so I could rationalize myself and make sense of things, shed light for some people. Uh, oh, now all of a sudden, Cool Beard Cat saying he made shark fin soup at the Char Bar. Or at a bar, some bar, and he says he claims that he's ServSafe Manager certified, which I find to be, I mean, maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. I don't know. I can't prove it. I never met the dude. I don't know. I don't even know who he is. I never met him. I don't know. He's just trying to rub it in my face that he's better than me. That's all he's trying to do and show off. Shoot, I made rigatoni turkey soup before. That's probably the most fancy soup I made, honestly. I used to work in places that made asparagus soup, but I never made asparagus soup. But he's telling me he's making shark fin soup. That's easy. All you do is take shark fins, throw it in the broth, and then season it, and then slow cook it, simmer it. It's not like making it sound like it's all that impressive. Like oh, that's so impressive, shark fin soup. It's easy. I never ate shark fin before. I'm sure it's expensive. See, and a lot of these things he's expecting me to make cost a lot of money. It's too rich for my blood. I can't afford all the ingredients to make the stuff that he, like Cornish game hen, and you know, beef short ribs. I can't afford to buy that stuff, you know, and I don't have the kitchen equipment to handle a lot of that stuff anyways. All I have is a toaster oven and a small kitchen. He's probably got more money than me. He could do things like that. He's probably worth more money than me, and I don't make much money, and I can't make it happen like that. He expects me to do all this lavish, fancy food. I can't do that. So let's see. I go into my comments. So the last comment. Let's see. One dude wants me to do a sausage making video, which I'll do. That takes over an hour to make it real tender and moist and fresh. I get some nice comments too. I have some fans, some nice, decent people on here. But I'm just gonna focus on the ones that are criticizing me. Oh, and about that girl I met, she turns out she's like 50 years old, or going on 50, and her name's Lisa. And I called her up. She said she don't like to text. We talked for about 10 minutes, And I knew when I hung up the phone, I had a feeling she wasn't going to call me back, and she hasn't called me back, so doesn't surprise me. But she has 3 kids, and she works 2 jobs, and I told her I live with my mom, and I think that turned her off, so I don't think she's going to call me back. She's a pretty black girl, though, for being about 50 years old. She acted interested in me, but I don't think I'd be surprised if she called me back. But I mean, I told her I'd take her out to eat, or we go, maybe to a sit down restaurant, or even get pizza, or go to even Burger King. I got coupons to can dine for Burger King, and I mentioned the park to her, go to hang out at the park, but I don't think she's gonna call me back. I mean, I was nice to her, and I was normal and acting normal, nice to her, but I don't think she's gonna call me back. I mean, she's pretty good looking for 49 years old, though. She's got nice, pretty hair, nice black complexion, pretty eyes, not kind of nice build on her, nice figure. But I don't think she's coming. So I do give him, he gets a point for that because no Cool Beard said no girl's calling you, and he's right. She hasn't called me. I called her up, so he's right about that. Let's see. Watts said 2 days ago I was too scared to complete my military obligation. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous, but I think that's normal. Everybody's nervous. That's normal. Pretty standard. And then he went on to say, "Now I'm too cowardly to show my drinking on camera. I couldn't be president of anything." Well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm down for anything. I mean, I'm pretty flexible, and I can adapt to just about any situation, bro. People underestimate me a lot, like especially on here. And then Coolbeard keeps talking about transgender, which I have no affiliation. I have no part. I have nothing to do with transgender, so he keeps going on that, which is annoying. And I'm straight. I know that. And then he says thinking of dumping a jar of store-bought sauce in a pan counts as cooking. I told him I made my own sauce from real tomatoes before. Then he said, and yet I don't. And then I said, that's because I chose not to. Because I mean, I could have. It's more time-consuming, making processing and grinding up your own tomatoes. And you got to get the right tomato, and then you got to season it right. Then you got to adjust the flavor and temperature control. Hey Colbeard, name a dish, name a food, and I guarantee you, bro, we'll do a chili contest cook-off, and I guarantee you I'm gonna beat you in a chili cooking contest. I know I'm gonna win. We'll take it to that bar, as a matter of fact, and let people judge my chili versus your chili. I bet you I put $10 down, $10 that I win. I'll shake on it. I'll even shake on it. Coolbeard. I'll go to the bar. I'm not going to their fight. I'm just going there to do a chili contest, cook off, and if I guarantee you my chili's gonna win. You ain't got nothing on my chili, bro. I'll even do the soup. You pick a soup, and I bet you my soup's gonna beat your soup. Anything I make is gonna beat yours, Coolbeard. That's how confident I am with my cooking. Then Vorvox, he has a great tendency to be sarcastic. He said, store-bought sausages, rolled up ground beef, boiled noodles, jar of spaghetti sauce. Yeah, dude, huge skill set. Huh. Yeah. Smarty pants, wise ass. All right, like. Yeah, people just are too critical, I mean, what am I going to do, I mean, I like Prego, I like Ragu. I mean, normal people buy a jar of sauce. That's what they do. I mean, most people just buy a jar. You could still screw up a jar of sauce if you don't cook it at the right temperature, if you don't season it the right way. I mean, you could still screw up a jar. that is true. I never fought in a cage. I did take MMA and Aikido when I was younger, karate when I was like 7 years old, and I've been in a few fights, but nothing crazy. Let's see.